Hello and welcome to another episode of Forgiving Studio Podcast, where we explore life, faith, and personal growth. I'm your host, Lua Mayowa, and today we're talking about something inevitable: change. Change is one of life's most uncomfortable yet necessary experiences. Some embrace it, while others resist it. But whether we like it or not, change will happen. The question is, how do we respond to it? Let's start with a reality check. Change doesn't wait for our approval. Yes, indeed. Imagine a farmer who refuses to plant because he's afraid of unpredictable weather. He may avoid risk, yeah, but he also forfeits his harvest. Life works the same way. If we resist change, we miss out on growth. According to Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1, it says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heavens." So, let's look at it from another scenario, in a sense whereby a young man named David had a stable job but felt a deep calling towards starting a business. Fear of failure kept him stuck for years. One day, his company downsized, forcing him to step out of his own comfort zone. At first, it felt like disaster.
2 hours later.
But that change became his greatest opportunity. Sometimes what seems like a setback is actually a step up for something greater. So, which brings me to the question of, why do we resist change? Okay, why do we resist change? Fear of the unknown, comfort in familiarity. Even in the Bible, people struggled with change. According to Numbers chapter 14 verse 4, it says the Israelites, despite being freed from slavery, wanted to return to Egypt because it was familiar. They feared the uncertainties of the promised land. Another scenario: Sarah was in a toxic relationship but stayed because at least she knew what to expect. When she finally walked away, she discovered a real peace and self-worth. So, staying in a bad situation because it's familiar can rob us of God's best. So, change may be uncomfortable, but God uses it for our own good. Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose." Another reality: John lost his job unexpectedly. Instead of falling into despair, he trusted God and used the time to develop new skills. A year later, he landed an even better opportunity. What seemed like a crisis turned into a divine redirection. So when we trust God and change, it leads us to something better.
Awesome!
Well, after compiling all this project, I came up with another question, like how to navigate change successfully. Number one, we need to acknowledge that change is part of life. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1. 2, we need to pray and seek wisdom. We'll find that in the book of James chapter 1 verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, ask God. 3, take action in faith, not fear. 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. God has not given us a spirit of fear.
Awesome!
4. Stay open to new possibilities. Isaiah 43 verse 19. Behold, I am doing a new thing. In conclusion, change is not always easy, but it is necessary. Growth comes when we trust God, step out in faith, and embrace new seasons with an open heart. Thank you for listening to Forgiving Studio Podcast. If this episode blessed you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have anything you would like us to know about, be it correction or an insight, kindly leave it in the comment section, for we are willing to learn from you. For placement and adverts, you can send us a mail through ojeweleoluwamayowa@gmail.com. Thanking all our listeners and passers-by for tuning in today. We appreciate the gesture. Join us again next Saturday as we bring to you more realities. Do have a lovely day ahead with a better way of understanding change, and stay great. Bye-bye.